Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be a vlog style e-bike type of video. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I just know that later on in this video I'll go ride a bike so we can have some decent content. But I think you're going to like all the stuff that I got to show you before we do that ride. We got two new bikes in. You guys might have seen one of them already. I also got some stickers, I got some business cards, and I did some modifications to the Revv1. So I want to show that to you guys real quick. And if you guys do like this content, just please smash a like on it while we get into this video. All right, so here is the first thing we're going to get into. Obviously, these are all my bikes that I currently have right now. Yes, it is kind of messy. I normally keep the boxes to these bikes right next to the bike so I don't lose it, because I know I'm going to sell these bikes at the end of the day. We're pretty much done with the aerial rider content that you guys probably saw me review. I am going to probably do one more video on it, and then it's going to be bye-bye for this bike. And then we did some modifications to this bike. I'm going to pull it out here and show you really quick. All right, so I didn't do a whole lot to this bike, but I definitely did something huge on it right in the middle, because I told you guys the XXX Talaria was gonna be the perfect bike to advertise your business, YouTube logo, whatever you want to put, your Instagram handle, and that's exactly what I did. So I went on Amazon. I can put a link down in the description for the guy that I ordered these from. Do your measurements, because I kind of wanted to have a little bit of space between the bottom and the top and the length of it. I want to say, I think these are 16 inches, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but it just looks so good. This is chrome, and I got it in the biggest, boldest font that I can find, because I really want it to stand out when people are passing by me, and definitely be able to read that on the street, because even looking at it from this distance, you could definitely see that. So we did it on this side, and then we also did it on this side as well. The only bad thing is I did mess up this side just a little bit. I creased it. If you guys can see that little crease. Oh, bugs me, man. I got OCD, I think. Either way, it's on there. Hopefully it doesn't come off while trying to clean this bike one of these days. But other than that, that's all we did. And then we put one mirror on this. So I guess it's not really all we did. This is pretty much the two things we did. Hey, you can see me. Hello. So we put a mirror on this bike, so now we can be a little bit safer on the road. So let me put this bike back and show you the next thing. So before you see the bike that I just pulled out right here, which you might have already seen it already, I'm thinking about getting those same stickers for the Rumble Motors Apex e-bike right there on the side panels of the carbon fiber. I think I gotta do it. I think we're gonna order the exact same size probably, maybe even 14-inch, I don't know, maybe a little bit smaller, but definitely gonna slap some stuff on there. So anyways, here is a bike that is coming out next month. So it's not gonna be the next bike that I review, but I'll probably start riding it, kind of getting a feel for it. But this is an Engwe bike. This is the X24, if I'm not mistaken. They also have an X26, and that basically is the tire size. So these are 24-inch wheels. They also have an X20 as well that's smaller. This thing has 3 different suspension travels. Like, it's absolutely insane. So you have suspension right here, and the reason why I said travels right now is because I was looking at the travel of how long this is compared to the aerial rider bike, which is only like this much of travel. So this is very nice to have that much. Then you also have suspension right here in the middle, and then you also have suspension right there. Now you might be looking at this bike and say it definitely looks weird, and trust me, it's a very weird bike. I'm gonna definitely review it, but I do want to talk about some stuff on it really quick before we get into it. And there you go, you can see that it says X24 right there. So it comes with a seat, which is cool, right? I think you maybe could put another accessory on there, like a basket or something like that. But there's no pegs. There's not even a spot to put pegs on this bike, so I'm not exactly sure the person that sits on it, are they just gonna have their feet dangling, like, or have them up? Or are they gonna try to step like on this frame right here? I'm not exactly sure. But cool things about this bike is it comes with 2 batteries. I do not know the size of them yet because I haven't went through the specs, but there is a battery right down in here, all the way down that way. And then there's also a battery right in here as well. And I believe all the controller stuff, I believe, is right in this little midsection right there. But it's pretty cool. So it should have some really good range, and it is a very tall bike. But I like the fact that it's tall, but it also looks low, because if you really look at the back, it sits right above the tire. So I like that, but at the same time, I guess it's not gonna bottom out. But you are gonna be limited to that coming in contact with that if you really give it some juice and hit some bumps, but I think you should be all right. And then it also folds too. So there's this little I don't know, it's a little cover piece right there, and I think that's for scratch protection because you can fold this bike, so it will fold all the way around, and I think the handlebars don't come off, but whatever comes off comes in contact with this, so I like the fact that they put that right there so you don't scratch it. But cool bike nonetheless. Let's put this back and show you guys some other stuff I've been working on. All right, and here is the next bike sitting right here, but before I talk about it, one more mention about the Engwe bike, the X24, is that it only comes with one battery charger. And it's a decently, you know, standard, typical charger, so one sitting on the top of the green light. But I wish it came with two because there's two different charge ports. One's on the back of the seat right there on the top, and then the other one is right where this little, that little cover's hanging right there. So if it would have came with two chargers, I think that would have been nice. The Rumble Motors comes with two chargers, which is super nice because, I mean, you have two batteries, so it'd be a lot easier. But that means overnight, you're gonna have to take one off the charger and plug the other one in, depending if you have a long distance in the morning to travel. So that's kind of annoying. So you're gonna have to order another charger if you want. But anyways, I wanted to talk about this bike. You guys might notice already what's different with it. And I finally got motorcycle tires or scooter tires, whatever you want to call them, on both. So we have them on the front. If you guys can see that right there, they are definitely smaller than the stock ones. We talked about this on another video, but check that out. You could definitely see, like if I get down here, look at all that clearance you have from the fender to the tire. So I'm wondering if we're gonna lose top speed because having bigger, taller tires gives you more of a top speed, and I'm wondering if that's how they get a good 36 or 37 miles out of this bike because the stock tires are absolutely insanely tall. The good thing about these, the reason why I switch and the reason why a lot of people switch to like Shinkos or something, which I do have on my Super 73 over there, I would actually highly recommend the Shinkos if you guys want a taller and wider tire. These are very skinny. But the reason why I went with this, I just want to do something different for the Revv1 build. But the reason why we do this in general and put these tires on is because the flats. These things are so thick you cannot flatten them. You step on these and you're not even gonna move the tire. They literally feel like so strong and they're so thick that you don't have to worry about going like 50 miles of range if you have the dual battery set up on this bike and getting a flat. If you take these stock ass tires, they're actually better than most, you know, Chinese brand tires out there. But I mean, you can literally just completely like flatten it with your foot. I mean, these things are just garbage. Those motorcycle tires do not fold in at all. They don't do that at all. So that just shows you the quality of these tires on here. So now I'm gonna start taking this bike on long trips, and they're rock solid too. Absolutely rock solid. So rolling resistance should be very good. I'm curious to know if we lost range or not because they are definitely heavier than the stock tires. But they're rock solid, they're not soft at all, so I'm wondering the rolling resistance will help gain mileage or maybe just keep it the same, I don't know. But anyways, that's just what I want to show you on this bike. We didn't do anything too much else to it, I think. Wait, there is one thing I did. So the tail light. This is the new tail light that is shipping with the new Revv1s. I talked about it, I think, in a video a little prior back, but that's the new tail light that you're gonna get. And also, one quick update is that I guess the new bikes don't say 95 Newton meters anymore. So if I didn't have this basket right here, there's a little number right there on the top of it, and it will say 95 Newton meters of torque. Well, I guess the new one says 90 Newton meters of torque, but it has a controller that's 28 amps, but it says that's a boost feature that goes with a 35 amps. So I'm kind of lost on that. I don't know what the top speed is. I don't know if it has more torque than this thing, but it doesn't sound like it because this one has 95 Newton meters of torque. The other one has 90. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm rambling on at this point. I don't actually know. I'm not going to buy another one to find out. But someone that has one, drop a comment. Let us know how it feels. I guess it's going to be hard because I guess you have to have both of these bikes to like test out. So someone needs to test out the version 1 and the version 2 of the Revv1 and see. And it would have been nice if they actually would have called it like Revv2 or something like that because they're changing some stuff on this bike, like the tail light, like I said. So I would just like to see, you know, like a different name for it, like a Revv2 or something, just so people know, because it's kind of going the forums of people mentioning it, but I don't think Revv1 even mentioned it. They might have put out something recently, I believe, but a lot of people don't know about it. But anyways, moving on from this, let's go check out the other bike I have in my house. So this next bike came as a surprise, and sorry for it being dirty. This is our little spare room that we have right here, and this is where I'm charging it at right now, so you can see it's still red, so it came almost completely dead on me. And if it's wide enough to see, this is like the, Yadea? I think it's Yadea. This is the Trooper 01. I've seen some videos online of it being at like expos and stuff like that, people riding it. But I've also seen people say there was a dual motor version, and this is not a dual motor version, so there's no motor in the front, and there is just one, I think 750 watt motor in the back. It's a 48 volt e-bike, not a 52. I was hoping it was really a 52. That would have been awesome. But this one just came out of surprise. I did talk to them about them sending me a bike like a couple weeks ago, and all of a sudden a big old truck just showed up to my house. I was like, holy crap, didn't know what it was until I opened it. But I will say, surprisingly, seems good so far. I haven't rode it, but it just seems so good. Like, I like the seating position. It looks like it's gonna be more of like a cafe racer style, like your hands are gonna be like far forward. It might hurt some people's backs and stuff like that, but we'll definitely be reviewing this bike soon. We'll definitely do it before the Engwe bike I just showed you. So look forward to this content coming soon. But you guys let me know down in the comments what you think about this bike. Maybe it's something you guys are thinking about getting. Maybe you like the style of it. It is cheaper than a Super 73. That's kind of the vibes it gives me. But seriously, drop a comment. I'm really curious if you guys even knew about this bike, or maybe it's just something that just popped out of nowhere on my video and you're like, what the heck is that? And now you're interested in it. So definitely stay tuned to the videos. Give it a couple weeks and I'll have a video review up, but I'm just curious. Drop a comment, please. All right, so the next thing is back out in the garage, and over here, I didn't get a lot because I was a little worried on how they would come out. I do got some business cards, baby. So I've always gotten business cards for like my detailing stuff that I did, because obviously I was a detailer. That's why I always have this stuff in the background. But I gave that up to do YouTube, and I never got a business card for YouTube. I just didn't really think too much of it. And then I was talking to a lot of people, and some guy messaged me, and he really did this, and I'll leave down his information in the description because he was awesome. He did these for free, but I did have to pay for the business cards myself. He just did the design. And I actually tweaked the back a little bit, and I put a QR code on here. So even if you hold your phone up to the screen right now to wherever you're watching this at, this will take you directly to my YouTube channel, which is pretty cool. So I can hand these out to people while I'm working at my job, or just people that ask me about my YouTube channel, instead of telling them what it is and then trying to search it later. So I think this is gonna be a very, very good idea. So hopefully you guys like them. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm actually digging it, and it's kind of in a blue color, which is my favorite. Maybe a little darker blue would have been cool, but it is good for the first batch. I only got 100, so we'll order more and change if we need to. Another thing I want to talk about before my camera overheats again, we had to take a slight break because it just gets super hot, is my helmet setup. So a lot of people ask me what type of helmet that I ride all the time, and this is an AVG K6 helmet. I really don't need the speaker system, the center on the side, because I don't have a lot of people that I ride with, and plus I'm always recording stuff. This is how my GoPro sits on here, so if you guys get a better idea, it's really hard to do while holding it up. I do have a 70% tint visor on here, blue, obviously my favorite color. We do have some scratches on here because I did go down at one point in time. But the reason why I was showing you this is because I always talk about it during my rides and my reviews and stuff like that. And this is the lighting kit that I have for it. I got this for Christmas from someone special that really liked my YouTube channel and just wanted the best for me, and God bless her, she's super cool. And I love this thing. Honestly, this is probably one of the best gifts and mods I've ever gotten, like, in a long time. Look at this. You don't see any of the wires at all. It goes all to this box. It's not those cheap Amazon ones that have a big old bundle of wires that you gotta like wrap around in circles. This thing is super, super clean, and you guys can change the settings on whatever you want. You can have it flashing cop lights if you really want. And I'll turn off the lights right here so you guys can see that. It's so dope. It's so dope. You guys just don't understand. And that's just one mode. There's so many modes you can go through. And I just really wanted to show you that real quick. Let me turn that off. Okay, so that's pretty much all that I wanted to show you. I know it was probably longer than I probably expected it to be, but I just wanted to be like thorough on everything that I wanted to talk about and just kind of get it out of the way because it's very hot. I was trying to do it very, very quickly too as well. But what I feel like I want to do is I honestly want to take some of these bikes out and just ride them up and down the street, maybe go around the corner, take a few of them out like for a couple minutes at a time. But I'm thinking I might take the Revv1 because it's been a long time since I've actually been on the Revv1 e-bike. Plus we have these tires on here as well. I'll do a full video review like talking about them while we do a range test on it as well. But let's just take that bike out and just kind of get a first impressions of how the motorcycle tires or scooter tires are on the Revv1 with the 72 volt build if you guys haven't seen it yet. So let's get into it and check it out. I'll switch to the GoPro right now. All right, so I guess this ride is gonna remind me that we forgot to fix the front. Oh man, this definitely feels very weird with this front tire right off the bat. Holy moly. Even the turning just feels like, whoa. It feels like I have so much more weight in the turn, and then when I hit the throttle and it kind of picks up a little bit, it kind of feels like it, I don't know, like hits a groove and it just kind of like sticks to that spot. It's weird. Definitely weird compared to how it was. I kind of feel like I failed you guys a little bit on not getting this chain fixed. So obviously we still got pedals on here and everything like that, but the chain just doesn't work, unfortunately. You would need some type of derailleur system on this bike, because you have to think about it this way. The fact that the suspension in the back moves up and down like at a pivot, you can't have a too tight of a chain and you can't have too loose of a chain, because it's always going to flex and move. So you have to have something on there. So that just kind of sucks to me that we weren't able to come up with a solution. The only way that that would probably work is that you would need to have no torque arm on, I think, the right-hand side. If you want to take the torque arm completely off the right-hand side, you'll be good. So you could do that if you want, just keep the torque arm on the left side. Ow, Jesus. I took the wrong street for this crap. Man, it's horrible. You know, something I just realized we didn't take off was the wrap to the tire. You know how it says all the information like on the tire and stuff like that? I did not take that off. So that's not good. Hopefully the back doesn't slip out for whatever reason. I should do a burnout. We'll just get rid of it. I don't think, can we do a burnout? I mean, I don't think I have the sensors on here anymore. Don't open your door, you idiot. God, people are fucking annoying. Sorry for cussing, but man, that's annoying. Literally, people just open their car door. Do they think I'm a motorcycle and just like passing them up or something? God, you can like kill somebody. Oh my God, there's so much debris over here. At least we got these tires on here, baby. Not too worried about it. You still want to be safe out here, of course. Like, you don't want to run over anything on purpose to test them out, but at least I'm not too worried compared to some of these other like cheap tires out here, you know what I'm saying? I feel exposed with my shorts. I don't have pants on, and honestly, you should always have pants on when you go like ride something with two wheels, because you just never know, man. You never know. Man, they gotta get an electric bike, man. It'd be so much easier. Get an electric bike, it'd be all right. My feet were sticking to the pedals. These things are grippy. These are the Forkner pedals. They're nice. And I almost whiskey throttled it without even trying to, and this thing would have took off on me. Too much power, baby, too much power. Hey, I'm curious to know too, drop a comment if any of you guys have done this mod or know someone that did the mod. If you guys want to tag me in some of your posts on Instagram or whatever, at MrCentralDriver, make sure you follow me as well. I'll throw your stuff up on my channel. So I know there's a few fan pages and stuff like that that people are doing for this bike, and I'll gladly do the same. If you guys have modified your bike with a battery from Powerful Lithium or anything that I suggested, like the dual battery setup or the bigger, you know, motor in the back, if you've done any of that stuff, let me know. I'll post it up. All right, we're gonna turn here because I'm not trying to go super far. I honestly don't even know. Whoa, 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 turning was weird. Turning is absolutely weird. What I was gonna say is I don't want to go super far. I was just out here to ride really quick, and it is hot as balls. I think it's like 102 today, so I just wanted to come out here and just kind of give you a video on my day off. I'm gonna go back inside, probably go play some video games. I got that new Asus ROG Ally. I've had it for probably a month by now, day one when it came out. I love that thing. That thing is so fun to play with. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like a Steam Deck, but on steroids. It has way more power, and it's a true Windows 11, like a laptop basically, but it's a gaming console. I love that thing. And that noise you're hearing in the front, don't worry, that will go away. We'll just keep riding the bike over and over, and it will just slowly like go away. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Whoa, 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 what was that? A big old dip in the road. I want to hit a top speed, but I am not dressed for a top speed run. I'm like worried as hell. I do, whoa, oh, okay. Hold on. Here's something I gotta tell you guys. So these tires right now, I think are aired up to 34 PSI, or 33 PSI. What the hell is that? And they're too aired up. It's too clunky. So it actually made this bike feel worse over like big like dips and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna drop it down to 30, maybe 28 and see if it gets like a little tiny bit better and go from there. I don't wanna go too flat because I also wanna get some decent range out of the bike as well. We're only working with a 34 amp hour battery, so we don't have a whole lot. Like I can't go all the way across town, go ride my buddies, and then go all the way home and try to stay in traffic. I'd have to literally be in the bike lane the whole time like what I'm doing right now, and that's pushing it. So maybe if we got a secondary battery on the top, we could do that. But I don't think we're gonna be doing that anytime soon. We use a secondary battery, which is a stock one on the top for all the lighting system, which if you notice, it actually turned off on me. So I need to turn that back on. Hold on, so it's this little red button right there. Just hold that and we're good to go. There we go. So now I know all my brake system's working, so people know when I'm braking and whatnot, especially when you're riding the street. Even if you're in the bike lane, you know, people turning, you want them to see you. I still can't like it more than my Super 73, but this bike is definitely faster, it feels like, than it. I've seen 9,300 watts on the display compared to the Super 73. I think it was like 8,500. So it definitely has more power. But I just did too many modifications to the Super 73 already. With the seat, especially, that seat is awesome. And I apologize, it's been like a couple months since it happened, but that seat that we're supposed to do the giveaway, it just never happened from the company. They were kind of a pain to work with, I'll be honest, because they kind of screwed me. It's a super long story, but no one was able to basically leave their email in the comments because that's what they said they wanted people to do. So I couldn't they couldn't do the giveaway. So they wanted me to do a second video on it. And I was like, we already did the first video. Like, how about we do it this way? And they didn't want to work with how I wanted to do it. They wanted to do it their own way. So I was like, you know what, just forget it. They were actually supposed to send me some new parts and whatnot, and they just kind of ghosted me. That's when I said, okay, just never mind. Oh my God, everyone's gonna see my boxers. Oh my God, my legs. I need some sunscreen out here, baby. Man, my arms are like getting burnt to hell. I'm gonna have a big old sunburn when I go back, dude. Oh, these gloves especially, I'm gonna have that white mark. I'm glad I didn't wear my watch, or I'd have that mark on there as well. But I would say I would highly suggest covering up, man. Even though it's hot, I would still like cover up. Look at my bike lane. What type of bike lane is this? Woo. God, man, I'm jumping all over the place. What the hell? The basket just caught my shoelace and it got stuck. I thought it was something with the pedals again. I was like, oh no, don't tell me something happened to the rear flywheel or something, but it was my shoelace that got caught on the basket somehow. It like grabbed it. Stupid ass thing. But yeah, what a bike lane I got around here, right? This is whack. Should we fly past everybody? Like I want to, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know. I'm just worried about what I just went over right there, like potholes and hills and everything like that. We definitely have to lower these tires down. Oh, I know people are looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm pedaling without a chain, without an actual chain. At least they can't see the chain. The chain's on the right-hand side. You can't see it from the left-hand side. So we good in the bike lane, baby. They might say something to us, so let's see.
Hey, boss, where'd you get it from?
I custom built this one, but the actual frame is from a company called Revv1.
Revv1?
Yeah.
That shit is fucking nice.
Yeah, thanks, man. I modified to go a little faster. Yeah, thanks, man. Take it. Show them true speed, baby. True speed. What's the top speed that we can hit? It's only 50. I mean, we could have still maybe kept going, but 50's not bad. But I really think those taller tires really gave us more top speed. So we kind of screwed ourselves a little bit. I'm pretty sure, I've already said it before, but if I haven't, I would highly just recommend the Shinkos. Everyone rocks them, but they rock them for a reason. I was just trying to do something different, but I'm not switching them out again. If you guys understand how hard it is to put motorcycle scooter tires on these, especially an aftermarket 5,000 or 3,000 watt hub motor, absolutely a pain in the ass. I don't like doing it at all. And I feel like to get this tire off, I feel like it'd probably be easier just to cut the damn tire off, because I'm gonna definitely probably scratch the rim getting this tire off if I ever get a flat. But I've never got a flat on my Super 73 with the motorcycle scooter tires on there, so hey, that goes to show you, you shouldn't be worried about doing this mod. It's a little difficult to do, but once you do it, you should be able to ride anywhere safely and not worry about it. And that's exactly why we do this. Oh, that noise is still there. I thought the noise went away. Oh, I don't hear it. I don't hear it now. I don't know. Let me see how many watts we're pulling right here. So right now it says about, damn, well, 2,000, I'm barely moving. Full throttle, 7,000, 8,000. I saw 8,000 peak, but we're down to 77 volts. So that goes to show you, we're not pushing the max power of this thing right now because we're not fully charged up. I don't even think we started a full charge. I do have to go into the settings and change some stuff for this battery. Another reason why I wanted to take it is because it was fully charged for probably 2 weeks, and I think it just kind of ran down little by little as it was sitting in the garage for those 2 weeks. That's why we got to, I think it was like 82 volts or something when I turned it on today. So it just went down a little bit, not too bad. But it's never good to keep your bike fully charged. I also think the next bike I might take out after we take this one to work, I'll air these tires down, we'll take it to work and just kind of bullshit about the bike again. And the tires, I'll do a little bit more turns and whatnot, and we'll see how it is. I'll make sure that the sticker's off the back of the tire, because that's a safety thing right now that I'm worried about. And then we'll take the Talaria again, kind of roaming around, because I love that bike. That bike is so fun. And hey, maybe we'll get pulled over. That'd be a good bike to just kind of roam around, because cops are after those bikes right now, so we'll see. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. It's weird. It's weird. It's like, whoa, it's like it goes in the turn. If you actually like plan it right and put your weight down, it actually like goes into the turn with you. It's weird, and it kind of waits until you kind of balance yourself out right again. That is cool. Yeah, we'll talk about it more in another video going to work. Again, you guys are the true VPs for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you guys like the content of this bike. I know it's very popular out there. I know you guys pushed you guys to buy it, and it's super fun.